it's Tanya, and I thought I would just share with you something, and oh my gosh, look at all the cat hair. Ah, the joys of cats. I thought I would show you something that I've been busy with. I was heavily inspired by, I've mentioned her before, Emily from Emmylou Arts. She bought this book and she started to do little daily doodles in a small, I think it's a weekly Hobonichi insert. And so I thought that sounds like a fantastic idea. So I went and I bought it myself, and it is a really, really super cute book. As you can see, it really does. It has every single day of the year. It gives you something to draw, and you can practice your drawing, and it just goes, I don't want to look too far ahead because I want to be surprised when I get there, because I like to, you know, I like to be surprised by things sometimes. But what I have done is I have done January. I have caught up on January because I need to catch up on February before, oh, and March, I've just realized. Okay, I need to do January, February and March because my little Hobonichi, whoops, where is it? Here we go. My little Hobonichi that I want to use starts in April, and I was going to then carry on doing these drawings in this. Well, we'll see how we go. Oh, this was just a little thing I had laminated. I'm going to use it as not a dashboard, but you know, something to put behind when you write, because I've worked out I actually am quite a heavy-handed person when I draw. Who knew? So I bought several Tomoe River notebooks, and this is the one that I am using to catch up on my January, February and March, and it is by the company, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, ah, there we go, Bond Travel Gear, and it's a really beautiful notebook. I found it on Amazon. I've been using it. It does what everybody wants it to do. Ta-da! It lays flat. It has a very I would say a subtle dot grid. Again, are we going to be able to see that? Don't think so. If it can't, I apologise. But yeah, it's got a very faint dot grid on it, and it lays flat. And so far, not that I've done much heavy stuff in it. These, oh, can I show you these quickly? I've been on a slight tiny spending spree because I've worked out I can order from Amazon Japan. So I went a little bit, not nuts actually, I only bought 2. So that's not being called nuts. But I bought 2 Bandai washi tapes because I keep seeing people using them. I've wanted them forever, and I finally managed to get my hands on some. And those are the months, and then it's the days all the way from 1 to 31, and then these are all the Hello Kitties. And they're really, really beautifully made. And the only thing I will say is that they're not that easy to peel off, because as you can see, they're all very cutely put on there, but you do struggle sometimes to get that end and peel it off. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I just struggle with things. But yeah, seriously cute stuff. So that was very exciting. Anyway, so I shoved some in there. And these are Tombow dual brush markers. They go beautifully on Tomoe River paper. They're just divine. And yeah, this was when I first got the book, and I was trying out some of my watercolor paints, and yeah, they work really well. This is actually my window, but well, not the outside. My window where I create. So yeah, but that was before I decided I was going to do my doodling in, and then I started and my doodling. I'm gonna just zoom in a bit so you can see it more clearly. There we go. Ooh, there we go. I'm always scared to do that because if you go too far in, it then gives its hands up and says can't do it anymore. So yeah, what I am doing is I am skipping, and I was just doing some swatching of some pencil crayons that I got. I'm leaving a page between, because initially I was using this pen, which is a microperm permanent marker pigment thingy, and yeah, it goes through. it's not brilliant. You can see here, you can see it leaves dots on the other side of the page, and I didn't really like that so much. So, and I mean, gosh, there's so much paper here that it doesn't matter if I skip a page every time. This one was hard. Drawing her was really hard, but let's first do this. Yeah, we had the cat, and what I like doing the drawing. I find the drawing fun, but what I like doing is injecting my sense of humor. So I kind of critique myself on how I'm doing, and I try it several times to see if I can get it better. And yeah, these were the Jane Davenport mermaid markers. Don't they look so beautiful and bright? Ah, JD markers and Tombow markers. So yeah, these are kites, and there's a little spinning top, and every now and then I do a I don't do quite what they say to do, and then I say I'm going rogue. So that one was the second. Where are we? Let's get to the second. Okay, I know the second is over here somewhere. Try and stick with the program. There, the second. Okay, so it called for a piece of paper, which I did there. Oh, this must be the third. Why did I do that? Oh, I think I was just faffing around with the paper, and then I made it into a box, and then I added in one of the bottles. There we go. Fascinating stuff, wasn't it? Yeah. So yes, I really battled with her. Let's find her, because she was hard. You wouldn't think so, but here's what the lesson said. So if you want to pause it, you could probably try. But yeah, getting her right. In the end I did it in pencil first and then pen, because all of these I'm just doing straight in pen. And yeah, she got a bit better. But yeah, these ears are something else. And so let's see what else. Yeah, this was a bag. I add in the 3D element because I have a thing about drawing boxes. I love drawing boxes. So yeah, it was just a little bag, and then I added the bits on, and then a pencil. And this is an eraser, which I figured looked like a deodorant, so I made it into a deodorant. And oh my gosh, did I battle with this. Putting on a scarf, well, that was hard. You wouldn't think so. You would think that they're reasonably easy to do, but they're not. Well, some of them are, obviously. I mean, a thermometer is pretty simple, and these germs, they weren't too bad. But gosh, getting that scarf and the head and everything right. Yeah. Oh, and this, okay, this is where my sense of humour really got the better of me. I was drawing a little hand, and then nearly gave him 6 fingers. Now, I don't know if you clocked the reference of the 6-fingered man, but yeah. So I had a good giggle over that as well. And then my little guys with their hats. It's actually really cute because they're really simple drawings, but as soon as you add in those little touches like the little cheeks and that, then it just gives it so much more character. And oh, this was a total disaster. Coats. Who knew putting on a coat on a girl here was so hard, but that one, this girlie here, I eventually get her, but yeah, not that day. No, so hard, it was so hard. Oh, and the ice skates were fun, and I was very chuffed with her, I must say, because I got her first time with no pencil needed. It was with pen. Oh, and this is the pen I am now, that's not the pen I'm using, the pen I like. This is the pen I am now using. It is a Staedtler pigment liner in 03. So that's what I'm currently using. These were the Koi. I have some Koi neon watercolors, and they didn't do so well on this paper, I must say. They weren't brilliant. So far I'm really enjoying using the Tombows. Obviously watercolor, except for that one, works really well, but when I'm on the move I take my humongous pencil bag with all my Tombow. I don't have that many of them. I would love some other colours actually, but to be fair, I have 2 sets, so that should be enough. And then I've got, also my daughter gave me these back, I gave them to her. These are the twin tone Tombow markers. So I do have enough of those. Oh, and yes, and I use this water brush, paintbrush. It's a Derwent one. It works, Sorry about the lighting. It works extremely well. I'm very impressed with this particular brush. So yeah, that's because I take it to work, you see, and at lunchtime I then do my little doodles and colour in my little things. And oh yes, that was washing machines. And then I got all 3D on my doodling again, microwaves and a fridge. This looks more like a clothes cupboard, if I'm honest, probably because I put those things on it. And yeah, this cat really had me going. There. That's what the cat's supposed to look like. That's what the cat ended up looking like. But never mind, we'll do it again. And oh, I went I did a whole scene here because we were doing supermarkets and department stores and blimps and helicopters, and I did this whole little scene where I've got this dude who's actually a bad guy. He's coming out of the helicopter, the police are after him. Some poor little woman with a cat in her shopping cart just wants to, you know, get in there and this poor little kitty lost his kite. So yeah. Clearly I have a very long lunch break. And yeah, this is now the end of January. They're there. Oh, I am highlighting the dates just for fun's sake. So let's do that. And yeah, this one they had it. The perspective sometimes is interesting because yeah, it looks okay when they draw it, but then when I draw it, it doesn't look quite as good. You see, they've got this pot, and they suggest you do a circle, then you add on that bit in the bottom, and then, you know, add a handle. But when I did that, I got this really wonky looking thing. So the perspective was wrong. So I ended up with a much better version, in my humble opinion, because it just looks better. Then I got all creative. Went rogue again, yeah. This one was a disaster. I just could not get that pot. I might even reframe, sorry. Could not get that pot to look that great. And then, so I tried, but yeah. So that is January. And I'm going to go on to February. And I'm very excited about going on to February. And yeah, the paper, I'm not sure how different it is to an actual Hobonichi paper. The Hobonichi paper does feel thinner, I will say, and if possible, slightly smoother. So I have an idea that, I mean, obviously this is the deluxe of Tomoe River paper. I think it's pretty damn comparable though, and it is a beautiful notebook, and as I showed you, it does lie flat, and it has a band. And I did find it on Amazon, so if you're looking for a really nice looking notebook, it's there. I highly recommend this little thing. I think it is so much fun. I am enjoying myself tremendously. Recommend both of these things. And yeah, what else can I recommend? Band-Aid washi tape, because they're fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little look into what I've been up to in my doodling, and yeah, I will hopefully do a flip through of February when I get finished with February, and I clearly forgot I had the whole of March to do as well, so I really need to catch up. So yeah, thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and like, subscribe and leave a comment if you so wish. I'll chat again soon. Bye bye.